June, yet I'm sitting here in a massive jumper and I have a hot cup of tea because I'm absolutely freezing today. Good old British summer. Hi everyone, I hope you're okay. So today I have a current favourites video. It's not really a monthly favourites because this isn't stuff that I've loved from the past month or so. It's the past few months, but a favourites video from the past few months doesn't quite have the same ring to it, does it? So I thought I would talk you through some of my recent favourite products, a couple of things I've been loving recently as this was a good video to ease me back into YouTube. And yeah, I'm going to start off with skincare, I think. And yeah, let's just get straight on into it. So first of all, we're going to talk about this toner. I don't know why I just went so dramatically, but this is the Paula's Choice Skin Perfecting 2% BHA Liquid Salicylic Acid. So basically it's a toner, a salicylic acid toner at that. And a reason why I recently got this, well I didn't recently get this, you're lying. I bought this back in January time. Now if you follow me on, if you watch some of my previous videos, if you've seen on my blog or Instagram, you'll know that last year I was on Roaccutane, which is a very severe acne treatment drug, for 6 months, and I came off it last May, so just over a year ago. And my skin, probably from when I came off it, so from May to January, was pretty much clear. I would get the odd spot, but it was very much clear. And then January hit and I've noticed that I've definitely been breaking out a bit more. I've been breaking out a lot over the past few weeks and I'm trying to get to the bottom of it. I can't work out if it's stress, if there's a product in my routine which is causing me to break out, but I'm trying to work on it. But my skin definitely is still 80% better than what it was before. I'm not getting any of the cystic acne, but I have been breaking out and I felt like I needed some products in my routine which were dedicated for fighting breakouts. So I did a bit of research online because I was getting a lot of little spots and bumps under the skin on my forehead, and I was googling what's the best product to use, and so many people was saying this. Now this is actually my second bottle of the stuff and there's not very much left, so I'm probably going to be purchasing a third bottle very soon. I really like this. I feel like it works. I feel like it's not too harsh on the skin, because I feel like so many acne and breakout treatments are just so incredibly harsh, and I feel like ever since I've come off Roaccutane, my skin has been a lot more sensitive and delicate than what it was before. So I feel like I have to be quite careful with what I'm using, but this hasn't irritated it at all. As soon as I started using this, the bumps on my forehead literally disappeared, which was amazing. And yeah, I just use this every single night after I've cleansed, let it sink in, and then I'll go in with the rest of my skincare routine. If I need, say if I'm it's that time of the month and I've got a lot of hormonal breakouts, what I tend to do is literally saturate a cotton pad in this and then just kind of douse my skin in it, and then just not put anything else on and kind of just use it as a treatment. One thing I don't like though is this bottle is rubbish for travelling, so I've actually taken this away with me and it's leaked, and you don't get very much in the bottle anyways, it's quite expensive, so it's been a bit oh, that's annoying. But I have read that they've brought out a new bottle which I think is a bit more travel friendly, and they've brought out a travel version, so I might have to get that so I can take it away with me, because yeah, it's not very travel friendly at all, which is really annoying. The next skincare product I want to talk about is a moisturiser, and if you follow me on Instagram you will know that recently I signed a ambassador program contract with Neutrogena, which I'm so excited about. It's my biggest campaign today, and I am a Neutrogena skin insider, which basically means I'm an ambassador for the brand for the rest of 2019, which is so cool and really weird for me to say. That sounds like a big deal, and I'm hey. Yeah, but I'm working alongside 20 other influencers, and they've done such a good job at creating a really they've got a really diverse mix of men and women. Everyone's got different skin concerns, and yeah, I feel like they've got a really good group of people. And we kind of go to workshops, it's every other month we go to a workshop to learn about the products, and they're really informative. So we're not just like being like, hey, I love this moisturiser, like we're actually learning about the product so that we can actually like almost like educate people. It's such a good program, and I'm like really happy and proud to be a part of it. And this isn't like a paid thing at all. I am not being paid to put this in this video whatsoever, but obviously I have to disclaim that I am doing ambassador program with them, so this was gifted to me obviously, but yeah, this is not a paid thing. Like, this is a genuine, I have been loving this moisturiser. So this is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel Moisturiser, and this is just such a nice moisturiser. I feel like anyone of any skin concern would get on with this. It's really like delicate but hydrating. I love the fact that it's a water gel, so it really sinks in like so quickly. Like, I don't know if you can see, but I've literally got like hardly anything left. It's just a really nice consistency. It's nice and cooling on the skin. I tend to use this morning and evening, so it's great underneath your makeup, but it's also great for using. I tend to put this on and then I put an oil over the top for my nighttime routine. But yeah, such a nice moisturiser, and I've heard a lot of people say that it's a dupe for the Clinique. I want to say Moisturiser, could get that wrong though. It's a very good dupe for that moisturiser, but obviously a fraction of the price. But yes, I really love this moisturiser. I love the whole Hydro Boost range, but this is like my favourite product, and just been using it non-stop recently. Another kind of skincare product is the face halo. So the face halo is like a recent discovery for me. I was sent a couple of them, and they kind of just I just left them in like my samples drawer because I didn't really like, I don't know, I wasn't really that interested by them. But I have been loving this so much, and I've been using it for a couple of reasons. So I currently have two in my bathroom, and I've got one for my face and one for my body. So the kind of selling point of Face Halo is that it takes all your makeup off without needing like any product. Obviously, do not just use that to take your makeup off. I recommend using a product as well. But it is great if you're in like a bit of a rush. So for example, when I'm going to the gym and I've got like 5 minutes before I need to leave the house, but I want to take off like my day's makeup, I will literally put this in some warm water, take off my, like put it on my face, it takes off like my makeup, and I'm like good to go, so that I can come home and do like obviously a proper cleanse later. So it's really good if you haven't got like a lot of time. It's also great as a first step in your skincare routine, because you can like take off all your makeup and then go in with like your double cleanse, and you're not wasting that first initial cleanse on getting the majority of your makeup off because it's already come off. So I really like it for that. But I feel the main reason that I am loving the Face Halo so much is because it is amazing at taking your fake tan off. And I don't know if many people have used this for this, but I kind of used it kind of like accidentally. You know when you use something and you don't expect it to work, and then it does work and you're like, oh my goodness. Yeah, it's amazing for taking your fake tan off. I love fake tan obviously, but I hate taking it off. And I've tried using like, you know, those self-tan light removers, but I ain't got time to like fanny around with it on me for like 10-15 minutes, and it's quite cold at the moment, so it's just like no thank you. And then yeah, exfoliating gloves are sometimes I feel can be quite harsh on the skin. Like I said, my skin's a bit sensitive like after Roaccutane. But this is really gentle, but it does such a good job. I literally tend to like put some soap on it, like lather it all up, and then I kind of just go around like my body, and then the whole pad's literally orange. It's really good for getting off your fake tan, and it's obviously gentle on the skin. So that is what I'm like mainly loving about the Face Halo, because it is making fake tan removal so much easier. I literally feel like does anyone remember, so you know Gilmore Girls, you know when they did that Year in the Life revival, which, oh my god, don't get me started. I feel like I could film a whole video on things I was not happy about the Gilmore Girls revival. But anyways, that's for another day. It's not really, no one would watch that. But you know the promo pictures, you know Rory literally looks like she's forgotten to like hold a coffee cup, and everyone's like, why is she holding a coffee cup, so weird. It's literally how I feel right now. Right, whilst we're talking about tan, let's talk about a tan. So, favourite fake tan at the moment, Isle of Paradise Dark Self Tanning Water. Just went out and bought a second bottle of this. I received first bottle of this late last year, and I've literally only just run out, so I think that's pretty good going. So I was sent this by Isle of Paradise to try, and I loved it so much I like missed it when I ran out, and then I saw it was on offer in Boots. I had like a third off, so it was like 12 quid, which I didn't think was too bad. I was like, do you know what, I need this back in my life. And the reason why I like this so much, there's a few reasons. Number one, it gives a very nice tan. So it gives me quite a natural looking tan to what my normal tan is when I've been on a holiday. It's quite olive toned, it looks just quite natural, but it's still dark. So yeah, absolutely love the colour that it gives me. Number two, I love how easy it is to apply. Now, I know that I think it's probably easy, but I put this on my Instagram the other day and I had loads of messages saying like, how do you apply it? I'm a bit like scared about applying it. And I know that because it's clear, it does look a little bit scary, so you do have to be careful that you have applied it everywhere. But I think this is just such a breeze to apply. So I am going to do a video on how I apply it, because I feel like it'd be easier for me to just do a video. So what I tend to do is, I get it, and I spray like along the body part that I'm tanning, so like my arm, say for example. So I'll like spray from like top to bottom, and then I get a fake, so I get like a tanning mitt, and on the tanning mitt I put body moisturiser on, and then the two of them I like rub, and I just make sure that I've literally covered every single part of that limb. I do miss parts. The other week I missed half my arm. I was just like, how did you miss half your arm? So obviously, you know, you do make mistakes from time to time, but you just have to be very conscious that you have got everything. But yeah, it's really quick and easy to apply, because you're literally just like, it just feels like putting on like body lotion, and it dries so quickly. It has no colour, so that means that you're not going to stain your bed sheets, because there's nothing worse than using a fake tan that stains your bed sheets and you wake up the next morning and it literally looks like you've shit the bed. So there's none of that. Like, you're not ruining any pyjamas, you're not ruining your white bed sheets, so I absolutely love that. And it doesn't feel like tan. So like, you know when you put like a tan and it's all sticky and it stinks and you just smell it all night long, like you just get whiffs of it in your sleep and you have a bit of a like irritated sleep. None of that. Like, I'll wake up in the morning and be like, oh, I put a tan on last night, and it's just nice. You're like, oh yeah, oh yeah. I don't know what that was, but yeah, I really like this. I'm not so keen on the face drops, mainly because they are so dark. They kind of border on the Ross from Friends tanning episode.
I went to that tanning place your wife suggested. Was that place The Sun?
So you do have to be quite careful with them. I might buy the medium drops. I feel like they might be a little bit better. I do like the kind of concept of them, but I feel like they are very dark and a little bit drying. But the body self-tanning water, absolutely love this. Big fan. And yeah, I will do a video of how I apply it, so that will be coming soon, which hopefully will make things easier if you have got any questions about how to apply it. Right, let's talk about a couple of makeup items. Only a couple, so that's not too bad. First things first is a translucent powder, which is like, translucent powder is like the most boring of boring makeup items, isn't it? It's like, ugh, translucent powder. But this is from Hourglass, and this is called the Veil Translucent Setting Powder. So I went to an Hourglass launch event a few weeks ago in Birmingham, and I know, like, I couldn't believe it either. And they gave us very kindly a goodie bag with like some of Hourglass's like most cult products, and in this was the translucent powder. And the PR was kind of selling to us like how the translucent powder is amazing. And I was thinking to myself like, yeah, it's translucent powder. Like, I've never found a powder that I really loved. You know what I mean? It's like, it's powder. But oh my god, this is incredible. Like, it is very expensive, so you would expect it to be incredible for the price tag. But basically, I put this on my skin. I remember the first time I put it on, like, so I've just got a brush here, for example. So I put it on my skin, and I was literally like, put it on, and literally, it was like I'd put a face tube filter on my face, and I was like, whoa, what is this sorcery? I feel like it just makes your skin look a little bit airbrushed. It doesn't make it look cakey. It kind of makes it matte, but glowy at the same time. It's everything you want from a powder. And I feel like when you've got this on with like the right foundation, you don't need to apply like for the rest of the day. And I'm like really oily at the moment as well. So yeah, absolutely loving this. I feel like it's the dream powder, but I'm being very sparingly with this because, like I said, it is very expensive. But yeah, go try it out on like a Hourglass counter. But yeah, I was like pleasantly surprised how much I'm loving this. Like a powder, but it's like face tube powder. So yeah. Next up, we have got a little Rediscovery MAC Soft and Gentle. Anyone remember this bad boy? I feel like this was a cult vlogger product back in the day. It's got to be, surely. I'm pretty sure I'm getting like 2011, 2012 vibes. But recently I rediscovered this. It's just a lovely highlighter, isn't it? I feel like I'm over the really highlighter look. I don't know, I just feel like I'm not about that Tin Man life anymore. I'm more about the subtle highlight, you know, kind of looks like you're like an angel. That kind of highlight. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like this is like the perfect highlight for achieving that look. So yeah, I just kind of put this on my cheekbones, on my nose. You're good to go. But I've just forgotten how lovely it is. Just a lovely little highlighter. So I just wanted to include it because, yeah, lovely. Right. Bit of a random favourite. I don't know why I keep going like this. It's like I think I'm, I don't know, Jesus or something. Random favourite, but a favourite that's changed my life, and that sounds very dramatic, but it's true. And it's my handheld steamer. You weren't expecting that, were you? Yeah, I got this for Christmas. Henry got it for me because I kept seeing the adverts on the telly, and it's a steamer, steams your clothes, and the thing that drew me to it most was the fact that you can, like, it kills bacteria, and I just thought, how amazing would that be? You know, say if you're around an ill person and then you're very like conscious that you don't want to catch their germs, you can just come home and like steam your clothes. I suppose you could steam them. No, don't steam them. And get rid of the germs. So that was like what made me like very drawn to it. But I hate ironing. If you can see any of my bedding right now, you can tell that I hate ironing. I'm just terrible at it. I know that sounds like a really weird thing to say, but I can't iron for shit. Just not very good at it. Like, clearly there is a skill to ironing, and I just ain't got it. So yeah, ironing, absolute ball ache. However, this, incredible. So it's handheld. So you've got your water here, you plug it in, takes literally about 2 seconds to heat up, and then you steam your clothes. And I feel like it gives a better effect than ironing. And it's just wonderful for like blazers, tops, everything. So like I'll get my thing out of the wardrobe that I want to wear, and then I'll give it a little steam and I'm ready to go. It isn't the best for like bigger items. So like I was a bit like when I first got it, oh, I'm going to steam the bed because I hate ironing bed sheets. It's still a ball ache because it is quite like, it's not got a very big head as such. It still takes a little while, and then it's only got quite a small like water compartment, so you do have to keep filling it up. But it's literally changed my life. I don't really know what I did before it. Obviously I just ironed, but you know, it's such a faff in it getting out the ironing board, then getting out the iron and waiting for it to like thingy, and then you have to think afterwards, like when you go out, you're like, did I turn off the iron? But yeah, absolutely love this. Let me know if you'd like to see a demonstration. I keep saying I'm going to do one on my Instagram stories and then I never do, but let me know if you would like to see one. But yes, completely changed my life. I feel like if you're like a blogger and for like outfit shoots and stuff like that, it just gives your outfits a really like crisp, chic look. Right, my favourite, no, that's not right. My final favourite is a TV favourite. And I feel like things might get like a little bit passionate. I want to talk about my recent TV obsession because I'm literally obsessed, and that is Jane the Virgin. Yes, finally on the bandwagon. I know that it's currently on its final season and I'm about 5 years too late, but I have been obsessed with it. I've seen a few people like talking about it online, and I was looking for something to watch on Netflix, and I was like, do you know what, let's give this a go. I was in the market for something new, and I just became obsessed. It's so ridiculous. It's like the most ridiculous TV show I've potentially ever watched, but I absolutely love it. Like, you don't have to think about it. It's really easy to watch. You love every single character. Like, I think there's only like been 1 or 2 characters that I've not liked throughout the whole 5 seasons, which I think is pretty good going, because most of the time when I watch stuff I'm like, they're annoying, but I literally love everyone, and it's just such a good show. It makes me laugh, it makes me cry. It's just so good. I'm like obsessed with it. I think you either love it or you hate it. Well, not hate it, you don't get it. Like I don't think my mum and sister, I think I said to them like, oh, you should try it, and they were like, yeah, we tried it, we don't really like it. And I remember when I was first watching it at home, Henry was like, has this got a narrator? And like, why is the music so loud? So it's definitely not for everyone, but I have just been absolutely obsessed with it. I've been binge watching it. So like I said, there are 5, it's currently halfway through its 5th and final season, and I've literally just caught up, so now I have to wait every week for an episode, which sucks. Like, binge watching has literally like ruined me, because I love having like episodes to just like keep watching, and now I have to wait every week, which is just so annoying. Such a first world problem. But yeah, I've just loved it, and I don't know where it's gonna go. Like, I've got a feeling where it's gonna go, but I'm not quite sure. If any of you watch it and you're up to date, DM me on Instagram, because I feel like I want to talk about the current season, but I don't want to talk about it on here because I don't want to ruin it for anyone who haven't watched it yet. But I'm not entirely sure about this last season, and there's a storyline that I'm a bit like, I don't really understand why they brought that storyline up, or back I should say, but I feel like maybe it's going to develop. But yeah, send me a DM and we can chat, because I feel like I need to like talk to someone about my Jane the Virgin feelings. But if you are looking for something really easy to watch, then please watch it, because it's amazing. It's my new obsession and I love it. I love Jane, yes, and I love Petra. I'm low-key obsessed with Petra. So yeah, there we go, my current like favourites. I wanted this to be quite a short video, but I can like just about see the timing on the video, and I can tell it's not a short video. You know what I'm like, I do love a natter, and yeah, that's literally it. So I am gonna go now. Hope you're all doing really well. Let me know in the comments if you have any video requests. Like I said, I'm hopefully back on the YouTube train for the time being. I'm gonna say for the time being, because we all know what I'm like. But I am really pumped to make YouTube videos at the moment. So if you do have any requests, please let me know, and I'll definitely kind of see what I can do. And yeah, that's everything. So I hope you're doing really well, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Thanks for watching.